The other one that I did that I thought was pretty cool was, here's another arrow, the same exact arrow, and this one I placed the paper, the same paper that I distressed, on the arrow instead of the paint. There's my chip element, my clear element, and then I added some metal pieces, some gems and some metal pieces. Those are Ghost Clocks by Heidi Swapp, and then this is a metal clip that I had hanging around that I glued on there. And that was pretty easy to do also. What I did was I glued the chipboard arrow onto the paper. Make sure you go on the back side of the paper. So here's the side that's colored. I went on the back side. I glued it down with zip dry once again, and then I cut it out. These are great, by the way. The Fiskars little knives. You slide your finger in, and it's a lot easier to handle than the other ones. And I went all around the edge of the arrow with my knife. It trimmed out very nicely. The curved arrow was a little more challenging, but not too difficult. And this paper is so thin that it cuts away very nicely. You shouldn't have too much of a problem at all. So there's my arrow all cut out. What I did was now I sanded it, and this is a regular sponge sanding block that I got at Home Depot, and I sanded all my edges. And I didn't mind that some of the paper came off. I didn't mind that some of it tore away. I think that's pretty cool, because when the ink goes on, it looks like it's a different color. It's pretty cool. Alright, so there it is. I sanded the edges. The paper's on there. I sanded the edges. Now I'm ready for ink, and I inked it the same way. I used my same Distress inks. I used my sponge pad, and I inked all around the edges. And I got that nice brown Distress all around the edge, so it gives it that nice old worn look. Isn't that cool? One other thing about these elements, these clear elements, once this is all glued on and it's dry, you're trimming around with your scissors. Look how easy that is. And you have this pretty clear element that you can play with. Well, now sometimes I think it's a little too boring sometimes. It just needs a little more color. If you take your StazOn, you have to use StazOn. You have to use an ink that will adhere to any kind of slippery surfaces. And StazOn works great for this. And what I did was I inked the edges. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I don't know if the shadows are killing it or not, but you can see the blue coming out. This is teal blue I'm using. And now, look at the difference. Now you can see the teal blue around the edges. It mixes with the green paper underneath. And you have a pretty shadow effect all around the edge with a different color. Really brings it to life. And you can use any color. I used the teal blue because it went with my color combination. And what I also like to do is I love to ink on top of it. Once again, you can use black StazOn ink, any color StazOn ink, or right now I'm using black archival ink from Ranger, which is also goes on slippery surfaces. And this is just a small little arrow stamp, clear stamp, and this came from Jelly Bean Soup. It came from this set here. It has lots of arrows and Discover and You Are Here, which was pretty fun. This was a masculine set of magnets I made. I made a feminine set earlier with flowers and stuff, and I wanted to do a masculine set. I want to send it to my brother for his birthday. So now I'm going to ink. I inked it up. I stamped it on, and that's going to have to dry a little bit, but you can see the arrow. Pretty cool, huh? Lots of little different things you can do with these clear fragments. They also come in squares. They come in tags. The tags are so much fun to use because you can put them on your scrapbooking pages. An awful lot of fun. I have some tags here somewhere I can show you. There we go. Look how cute that tag is. There's another tag here. Look how cute that one is. And that's just little flowers, a punch out, a heart punch out, and a little flower bird stamp. Once again, backed with just regular textbook paper and some twine in the tag area. Isn't that cool? Very cute, very cute. So I hope you have a chance to play with the clear fragments, and I hope you have a chance to play with the Distress inks, and I hope you have a chance to make some magnets. They're so much fun. And check out my blog, donnamarie.typepad.com, and it'll give you more information on all this stuff. Thanks a lot. Bye.